Airlie Turret is an isolated pagoda perched above a precipice, commanding fine views of cliffs and wilderness. This is a lovely bushwalk and picnic spot on Genowlan Mountain in Mugii Murum-Ban State Conservation Area. It's a 2.5 to 3 hour drive from Sydney, going past Lithgow and continuing on towards Mugii. Turn off the Castlereagh Highway at Pattison and it's only a few minutes further. Genowlan Mountain and Mugii Murum-Ban have several interesting, unique features in close proximity to each other, making this a worthwhile destination for a day trip, or you can even fill a whole weekend up on the plateau. We parked above the grotto for our loop walk, but you can also drive up the rougher track to the communication tower for a shorter approach walk. It's only about 600 metres, but you'll need some confidence and navigation to work your way south, down and across a connecting saddle. It's not really a track, you just sort of come down between pagodas. We aim slightly right, and then right of the interim ridge. So on the interim ridge across to Airlie Turret, we want to be slightly right of the ridge top for easier bush. And what we're aiming for is a slot there, a ramp that's going to lead us up to the top. Come up to a little col saddle between pagodas. I did try up that way the previous time, but what the little secret is to drop down here, follow a slot left. Pagoda country is such amazing terrain to explore and wander through. The summit is a perfect place to stop for lunch and rest a while, soaking in the fantastic views all around. The pagoda's maze can be seen across Genowlan Mountain, perched above the towering weathered sandstone cliffs of varying colours from yellow and orange to sun-bleached grey. The rainforest valley stretches south to Balbone Gap in the Red Rocks. The Bush Explorer's guidebook will help to identify the precise location of the features. However, in complex pagoda country, the generalised topographic map doesn't seem to resemble reality. If you can make your own map using the freely available government LiDAR data, then your own map will be more usable and more accurate than the government's. You can connect Airlie Turret with a loop walk around the Genowlan Mountain Plateau, visiting several interesting features named by local landowner Colrabo and more recently by the Bush Explorers. Coming through the Medbury Expressway to Airlie Slot up here.
Very skinny.
Genowlan Pinch.
You know that? And
Tom, how's it going back there?
So far, I'm good.
I think I'm a little stuck.
Is a hollowed out truncated cone or frustum. This glorious piece of architecture is some 20 metres in diameter. It is endowed with natural skylights and an internal water supply. Is it?
Not today. Views out to Mount Airlie from Jackass Gap. The rock bottom property is just down there in the valley. Point Hatteras. Magnificent views. What a big wall. Close by you'll find Ladders Defile, a chasm through pagodas with 3 sets of homemade ladders. On the way, it's worth having a look at the bottom of the grotto with its homemade iron railings and small canyon. Also the ultimate slot, a narrow, tall chasm, and if you have time, you can loop through the Valley of the Dinosaurs with its large tree ferns and prehistoric feel. Airlie Turret is a special place with fine views across the wilderness. This is a highlight of many interesting features that can be visited on a day walk around spectacular Genowlan Mountain.